So good afternoon, students. So in yesterday class, we discussed about filters. In that filters, we discussed about grep command. So what is the purpose of the grep command? The purpose of the grep command is used to display lines that match with some pattern. Okay. So after that we execute many instructions, so many commands, so based on grep. There are three types of grep commands. One is grep, another one is fgrep and egrep. So grep, fgrep is nothing but the fast grep we are called as a or fixed grep. So egrep means extended grep. Okay, in yesterday class we complete, so we see so many options also. So how we are going to use with the help of the grep. Okay, now we can see very quickly. So what we discussed in yesterday class. So the grep command searches a file or files for lines that have a certain pattern. So after this is the syntax and grep, and after that we give the pattern and we can provide the files. So grep means so globally regular expression, that means globally search for a regular expression and print all lines containing it. So there are various options. So one is -v. The -v print all lines that don't match pattern. That means reverse to the patching pattern. Next one -n, it represents the line name. -l, it represents the file name. So -c, it represents the number of lines count. -i means it represents ignore case. So either it is a case sensitive normally. So how we can ignore the case means case sensitive means how we can make it as a the case sensitive means -i. Okay, so up to these options yesterday we discussed. In today class, we are going to discuss about how we are going to use some meta characters in grep. So that means how you are going to find how you are going to find some pattern. So by using the meta characters in that pattern. That means, for example, I want to know the line starting with some specific pattern. So for example, so this is the file we created in yesterday class. The file name is sample. Sorry, cat sample. (519) LE 519. Okay. So this is the file we created. In yesterday class, we see in that we are going to give the grep. After that, we give the pattern. So after that, we can give the file name. It displays the lines. So after that, we give different options. -v, Unix, sample is the file name. Now it displays the, so what are the lines not matched with this pattern? Unix. And we can see grep -i Unix sample. Now it ignore the case. -i means ignore the case. So grep -n. If I want to print along with the line names, then I can give so -n. So now it displays with the 1 and 4. We can use the combination of these options. So grep, so -i n unique sample. Okay, so now it's a combination of ignore case and along with the ignore along with the number line numbers, so number to a line. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the remaining examples. So this is matching the lines that start with a string. So matching the lines that start with a string. That means, so for example, this is the content in the file sample. Now I want to find the lines so which are starting with learn. Okay, so the query is I want to print the lines starting with learn. So how I can write for that? Grep. So grep, after that LEARN, learn, the file name is sample. If I give the instruction like this, if the learn is in middle of the line, so for example the learn substring is in the middle of the line, then also it will be displayed. How we can display the line if starting with learn? How? For that we have one meta character. The meta character is caret. So already we discussed in our meta characters concept cat. Okay, so it displays only the line. So grep learn sample. So that means it displays only the lines that starting with the learn. Okay, so only one. So now we can see with another example, cat sample. In this I appending, today we learn. Today we learn E grep and F grep. Okay, this is the data I append to the sample file, cat sample. Okay, so this is the line we append to the file sample. Now if I give the grep a command like this, grep learn sample, then what it displays? It displays two lines, sorry, three lines. There is another line already. Okay, so these three lines containing learn. Now I want to display the lines so which are starting with the starting with learn string. Then how I can grep? So what is the string learn ARN? So after that we give the file name sample. Okay, so before this string we are going to provide one meta character caret cap. So now if I enter, okay, learn spelling is wrong, LEARN. Okay, now it displays only one letter, so one line. Okay, now we can see another example. For example, I want to know, so what are the lines ending with OS dot? So OS dot. So OS dot means how many lines ending with OS dot? Only one line. Only one line. We can discuss with one example. How we can write grep OS dot, and after that I give the file name sample. Now I press the enter, then it displays the three lines. Why? Here I am giving the searching pattern as a OS dot. So OS dot. Now I want to print the line exactly, so which lines are ended with OS dot. Then in this case we are going to use which operator? In our previous classes we discussed about this at the time of meta characters. So caret is used to identify starting of the line. So dollar is used to identify ending of the line. Okay, now yes, so now you observe that it displays only OS dot. Okay, so anybody can say why in our previous example I give grep os dot sample, it shows osc also. Why? Anybody give the response in the chat box? I give the pattern as a os dot, yes, os dot, os dot, here also another os dot, but here the pattern is osc. Why? Okay, so we discuss at the end of this class today. At the end of the class we discuss about this. So why, if you are giving the os dot, why we get osc? Yes, somebody gives that. So dot means any character. Yes, here I am giving the dot. The dot means any character. So why, in depth we discuss in few minutes. Okay, the next command. So how we can identify the starting of the string? By using cap. Just wait. So how we can identify starting of the string? By using the cap. So how we can identify the ending of the string? By using the dollar. Okay. The next one specifies expression with hyphen e option. So hyphen e option. So now I want to print the lines so matched with the uniques and so matched with the learn. So for example, I give the grep uniques, the file name is sample. Now it prints like this. I give grep, for example, I give today. So today is another pattern sample. Now it displays another line. Now I want to print these two patterns at a time. So that means at a time I am going to print the lines match with the uniques and match with the today. So how? Grep hyphen e. At that time we are going to use hyphen e. So what is the first one? Uniques. So after that hyphen e, so what is the second pattern? Today. And what is the file name? Sample. The file name is sample. That's it. Okay. So you can use more than one pattern. So for example, I want to know what are the lines contain the learn. Then also I can give grep hyphen e uniques hyphen e today hyphen e learn, LEARN, and the file name is sample. Okay, at a time I can give more than one pattern with the help of hyphen e option. Hyphen e, this line. So grep hyphen e uniques hyphen e today hyphen e learn sample. Okay. Okay. So now, here the example. So grep hyphen e, I give Unix is one pattern, unix is another pattern. Okay, these are the two patterns. You can execute this also. Grep hyphen e, one is Unix, another hyphen e is u capital Nix. So file name is sample. Okay, so this is the output, the pattern. So how we are giving the two patterns means by using hyphen e. Okay. The next one, hyphen F option. There is a hyphen F option. So what is the purpose of the hyphen F option means you can give the pattern in a file. So what is the pattern here? The pattern is Unix. Unix is one pattern. Another pattern is small u Nix is another pattern. Okay, these are the two patterns. In our example, we give three patterns. One is Unix, another one is today, another one is learn. These are the three patterns we are given. So now, so by using hyphen F, so we are going to give, in place of pattern, we are going to give the file name. We store this pattern in one file. So let us discuss. So now, what is the pattern? Cat. I create a file ex2911. 2911. Okay, this is the file. That is the file name ex2911. In this file, I store the pattern. One is Unix, second one is today, and third one is learn, Learn. Okay, cat ex2911. So this is the pattern I stored in one file. I give grep hyphen e Unix hyphen e today hyphen e learn. After that I give file name sample. Okay, if I press enter, it displays some match line. So similarly, if I give the file name now ex2911, then it prints the same output. Now we can check that. Grep hyphen e, instead of hyphen e, we are going to give hyphen f. Okay, instead of hyphen e, we are going to give hyphen f. So now instead of these Unix today learn, instead of these patterns, we are going to give the file name only. What is the file name? ex2911. And what is the file name? Sample. ex2911 is the pattern file name. We store the patterns in that file, and sample is the file. So on this file, you are going to apply these patterns to find the lines. Okay, so now I press enter, it displays the same content. So this is the grep hyphen e Unix today learn sample, the same output, the same. So this is the up to here, the output of so grep hyphen e. The same output we displayed with the help of hyphen f. Okay, so in this case, okay, in this case, this is the output equivalent to the previous command. Okay, grep hyphen f, the pattern is stored in one file ex2911 and the file name is sample. Okay, so this is about grep command. So this is about grep command. Okay, so f file option takes the pattern from file, so one per line. Now, so coming to next one, next command. The next command is regarding egrep. Egrep. So what is a egrep? You remember this e as a extended grep. So egrep means extended grep. So now here in our previous example, you see one command. This is the command. So what is the purpose of this? Grep hyphen e today hyphen e learn So that means here I am giving the three patterns. Either it is a uniques or today or learn. Whatever it is, the pattern matched with the lines in the sample, then it displays those lines. Okay. So now by using this egrep, we done the same work. So what the output we get with the help of the grep hyphen e. So what the output we get by using the grep hyphen e option, we get some output. So by using egrep also, we get the same output instead of using this grep hyphen e. So the egrep, egrep is a pattern searching command which belongs to the family of grep functions. Okay, it is one of the command in the grep family commands. It works the same way as grep hyphen e does. So what the grep hyphen e, the same work we can done with the help of egrep. It treats the pattern as an extended regular expression and print out the lines that match with the pattern. That means here, say we are providing these patterns. All these patterns are the regular expressions only. So what is a regular expression? Regular expression is a text or with containing any meta characters, special characters. Those we are called as a regular expression. In this, if you are providing something that is treated as extended regular expression, extended regular expression is nothing but I give like this: grep, uniques, or today, or learn, or learn. So what it means? Okay, it does not display anything. So why? The grep treat this as a one regular expression. So now instead of this, if I give like this, then it displays some lines, pattern, so matched lines, it displays. Now instead of this, if I use egrep, the same line, egrep, double quotation, what is the pattern? Uniques, or today, or learn, and file name. Now it displays the same message. Same as, so grep hyphen e, we get some content. The same content we get if we give the egrep command. So that is the difference. Now you can see. In this example, we are going to give the pattern as uniques or uniques. This is the small u, capital N. In first pattern, all the letters are the small letters. In second pattern, capital letter. That means it is equivalent to grep hyphen e uniques hyphen e u capital NIX, and the file name is sample. Okay, so same we can execute with the help of egrep, double quotation, we can give uniques and un capital X, capital NIX, and the file name. Okay, in this way you are going to print the same output by using the egrep. Egrep means extension of the grep. Okay, the next command is fgrep command. The next command is fgrep command. So what is the fgrep? Fgrep means we are called as a fixed grep, or we are called as a fast grep. In the starting of the class, so I asked you one question: os dot. So grep, if I give the pattern os dot and I give the file name sample. Okay, now it displays ose also. Why? The grep command, it treats the pattern as a regular expression. So regular expression means the dot means any character. Dot indicates any character. So caret, that means a cap operator indicates starting of the string. Dollar indicates ending of the string. Square brackets indicates any character in the bracket. We discussed about this in our previous classes. Okay, so now if I want to know the lines exactly which match with OS dot, exactly OS dot. So that means now I can declare this pattern as a fixed character. That means here the dot is not a meta character. This is also a treat as a character only. So how we can specify that means by using the fgrep command. By using fgrep command, the fgrep filter is used to search for the fixed character strings in a file. So that means fixed character means whatever you are specifying as a pattern, the same pattern it search in the given file. So that means in this case, if I give OS dot, then the same OS dot characters, the pattern searched in the sample. That means this is the OS dot. So this is the OS dot. This is not matched. This is the OS dot. How many patterns matching? Only 3. So 3 pattern matching. If you are giving like this, grep hyphen o OS dot sample. Now these are the matched patterns. In this, OSC is not a matched pattern, but dot means any character, so it displays the OSC also. So now I want to eliminate this OSC. So that means how I can provide this pattern and I can search with the fixed character strings in a file. So whatever pattern I providing, the same pattern I can check in the fixed character strings in a file. So that means, so that's why fgrep is nothing but fixed grep. See, egrep is nothing but extended grep. So now whatever you are going to provide the pattern, that is searched in the file as a fixed character string. So fixed character string. So there can be a multiple files also to be searched. By using the grep and egrep also you can search multiple files. This command is useful when you need to search for string which contain lots of regular expression meta characters such as cap, dollar, etc. That means if the file contains like this, so then we are going to use fgrep. What it means, for example, I take this content. Hi @ you using Unix textbook for learning Unix concepts. If you observe that in this there are meta characters @ dot slash and this slash, these are the meta characters. Cat, the file name is text. The file name is text. What is the content in the text? So text is a file name. Cat text. Okay. So this file contains some data. This data contains some meta characters. Now I want to search for, I'm going to use fgrep. That means fixed grep. The pattern is usin dot g and the file name is text. Okay, now it matched with the using only, exactly using. So let us assume that cat, I append, this is second line usi nng. Okay, so this is the line I appended for the text, cat text. So in the cat, these are the 2 lines. Now if I give grep usin dot g and the file name is text, then it displays 2 lines. So one is using, another one is usi nng. Now I want to print only this usin dot g. Then how? Fgrep. What is the pattern? USIN dot G text. Now it displays the exact match only. It displays only the exact match. If I use grep, it displays the another match. The dot means any character. So it displays this another one also. Okay. So that is the purpose of fgrep. So whatever you are going to provide as a pattern, it sets the exact match in the file. That is the purpose of fgrep. And we are called fgrep as a fast grep also. So why means there is no meta characters. Directly you are going to search for the pattern. If you are giving the dot with the grep, then the command can interpret means dot means any. So any means it checks many cases. But now if you give the fgrep means the fast grep. So fastly you are going to search in the file and the matched patterns will be displayed. So that's it. So this is about the today class. In tomorrow class we are going to discuss about other filters. Does anybody have any doubts regarding the grep command? Regarding the grep command?
Yes, sir.
So thank you all. So today's session is over. Meet in tomorrow class. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Lazy.